Welcome to the Flippin' Hippos reseller channel. I'm Star. If you're new here and you haven't yet, please consider subscribing. It does help us feed hungry hippos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Today we're going to be comparing the AI, or the artificial intelligence, on List Perfectly, eBay, and Poshmark. So we're going to create a listing on all three platforms to compare how the AI works. Poshmark's AI is only available on the app on the phone, from what I have done my research here. If you know different, let me know. But I did Google it and I looked it up. I was able to use their AI on my phone, and I could not create a listing with their AI on my desktop here. So I will be grabbing a screen recording of my phone to add this to the video after we do the two that you can do on the computer. It appears that eBay can be done on the desktop or the phone app, and so can List Perfectly. With List Perfectly, if you want to use their Express Lister and their AI on the phone, you just take your pictures right in the app and then run it through the AI on your phone. And when you come over to your computer, they will look like this. They will already have what the AI filled in for you. And then you just change, you set your price. You can remove your backgrounds in bulk. So 100% of my listings, I do start on my phone with List Perfectly. I take my pictures on my phone. I just go on my phone to the Express Lister and click this, but on my phone, and it allows me to start taking photos. When I'm done taking photos, I run it through the listing assistant and go on to the next listing. And then that's what enables me to come over here to my catalog and then finish the listing by removing the backgrounds and setting my price. But they're almost already done when I sit down here. It's like having an assistant that does most of the listing for me, and I'm just double checking them. But if you wanted to do one on your computer from scratch, you can also do that as well. I'm going to go over here to these Free People jean shorts. I want to show you from scratch. So I'm going to show you another cool thing List Perfectly has. They have a duplicate button right here, and I can create a second listing exactly like the first. Now I'm going to run this to the AI, and it's going to take away this title and this description. What happens when you run a listing through the AI on List Perfectly, it takes and creates a listing either from your images or your title. So if you want your title to stay the same, you can say create from title, and then the AI will create a description and fill in the brand, maker, label, size, and all of that, and the keywords based on what your title was. Or you can ask it to create from your images, and it will take the first 6 images it sees and create a listing. I'm going to show you the images because I don't want to just show you the AI pulling from the title. I want to show you how superior List Perfectly AI is. So it takes the first 6 pictures to create the listing, but you choose the tone. So you can be funny, very funny. I used very funny for my Plush. Storyteller I use for comic books. But there's professional, there's concise, just the facts. Antique or vintage is great if you sell those types of items. There's a lot of choices here, but you can also type in your own choice. If I wanted it to be spooky Halloween, I could tell it I wanted to have a Halloween voice. But we will go with professional for this example. But you can sit and play around with their tones and see the things they say and decide what's best for you. And I'm also going to show you how you can change it after you've already ran it through the AI. You get 1,000. Let me double check that before I tell you something wrong. Yeah, you get 1,000 of these a month with the subscription. I believe it's Pro Plus. And if you didn't like the tone, you're able to change it basically for free without using one of your 1,000. I'll show you that in a second. So we're going to use professional. I could provide details here if I wanted to. I just let it go off the pictures. So let's go ahead and launch that and let it roll. And you can do this on your phone or the laptop, desktop computers. So it says, crafted with high quality cotton, these denim shorts offer a stylish braid hem and functional pocket, ideal for casual wear, ensuring comfort and effortless style. Then it has the bullets here of the button and zipper closure, functional front and back pockets, braid hem detailing. It does give you what the AI thinks the measurements are. 8 times out of 10, it's right. 8 times out of 10, if you actually have your own measurements, they will match up. There's a couple of times where it's been inaccurate, so I just take them out because I don't want to accidentally cause myself to have an item not as described. But this is a pretty good description, so I would just take that part out. The title's good. I would rework it a little bit, maybe. You got your size, your color, your brand, and these are keywords. Why is this one red? Because it's more than 20 characters. List Perfectly has enabled its AI lister to let you know by this red type font that this is more than 20, because on Etsy, it will not allow you to have tags that are more than 20 characters. So if you are an Etsy lister or plan on putting this on Etsy, this is just List Perfectly's way of letting you know right up front when you create the listing, hey, this tag is more than 20 characters. So you can take it out altogether if you don't want to fart around on Etsy, or you can leave it here for all your other platforms and then just take it out when you put it on Etsy. And then it also gets the cotton off of the tag. Pretty amazing. So let's go check out eBay. So from what I can tell, eBay only does a description. You can use their AI to write your description. So it's not, this is why List Perfectly is superior. First of all, if I just have pictures in List Perfectly, it's creating this listing for me that I just showed you. Look at all this information. eBay, not so much. I'm going to have to put in the pictures, write my own title. I'm going to have to fill in these item specifics and then just use the AI for my description. So because of all of that, I'm going to make my life easy. I'm going to open a new List Perfectly tab, and I'm just going to cross post from List Perfectly to eBay. So it fills in most of that information for me. I want to go to active. I want to look at those Free People shorts. So I'm just going to act like I'm cross posting to eBay. And this way, most of my information will fill in for me directly from my List Perfectly catalog. eBay's lister on my computer takes the longest to load in. Poshmark and Mercari are really fast, and I think it's an eBay problem, not a List Perfectly, because eBay tries to fill in all these item specifics. eBay just has a lot more to their listings. So I don't like that jean shorts. I'm just going to put them in here. Or let's put cutoffs. Regular. eBay has started doing that too, where it won't fill in the size until I tell it. Regular, juniors, etc. So, I would probably put cotton in the waist. I don't fill in too much on the item specifics, just what I think buyers are looking for. So I would probably put the rise solid. It's a zipper. All right, so let's let AI, let's take mine out and let eBay's AI write this. So eBay's AI, number one, only does the description for you. Everything else you have to fill in. And I don't like the description as well. And this fills in your keywords, your color. I mean, this fills in so much more. But this description here with these bullet points is so much superior. It's far superior. It's so much better than this. You can pause to read if you'd like. I just don't think it's as good. List Perfectly was founded and is now ran, and every employee that works there are also resellers. So the company was started by resellers, for resellers. Every employee there, down to their coders and their computer nerds, they're all resellers too. So the folks that are coding the AI and teaching List Perfectly how to create listings are also resellers. So they're creating an AI program that's going to write listings that resellers would write themselves, that resellers would want to be written. eBay is probably just using computer guys, probably never resold, don't really know what we're looking for as resellers, and so it's just normal AI. From what I understand, this is actually run off of Chat GPT. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe eBay uses Chat GPT. So they're just using regular run-of-the-mill AI, which there is nothing wrong with Chat GPT or Grok when you're doing searches or researching. But when you're writing a listing, you want AI that's coded by resellers for resellers. All right, we're going to take a look at Poshmark next, but I'm going to have to go grab the screen share off of my phone and edit it into this video because Poshmark is only available on the phone for the AI. And if I'm wrong there, please correct me in the comments. But I did a Google search and I did a Grok search and I looked everywhere, and I can only find, even on the Poshmark blog, that the AI is on the app, but not available on the desktop. But I could be wrong. So if I am, please let me know. All right, let's go over to my phone. Once you're in your Poshmark app on your phone, at the bottom in the middle, you see the camera that says sell. You're going to click that. And you want to make sure your toggle is on Smart List AI. You can see that it says beta, which means it's still relatively new. Poshmark is just rolling this out. If it's a beta version, it most likely will improve and continue to come out with updates. You can do the classic list, but for today's demonstration, we're using their AI. I took the liberty of uploading the pictures of those shorts into my phone ahead of time, so it will be the same listing to compare with on eBay and List Perfectly. All right, so it has scanned my photos and come up with guess white denim jeans. Stylish white denim jeans with a silver button detail, perfect for casual wear. We're going to pick the category. I'm going to pick women's shorts. The brand is Guess. You would put your price in here. And we're just going to make some stuff up so we can see the final listing. I'm not that savvy with listing directly on to Poshmark because I haven't done it in a million years, to be honest. I've been using List Perfectly to create my listings from scratch for about 8 years, so I just not that good anymore. That looks like it's all pretty good, right? So we're going to go next. I put my price in, like 10 times. What do I hit? Done. Oh, original and listing. You think I would learn. Okay. I'm not going to do any of this. I'm just going to, I guess we'll list it and then we'll delete it right away so that we can see it. My listings. Okay, so of course, if this were a real listing, you would have your photos in a better order. But that is the title Poshmark came up with. Guess white denim jeans. You saw the title and List Perfectly had much more information than that. Where is the description doesn't really have anything in it either. So this is not very good. There's not really a description. The title is very boring. It's very plain. I'm going to go ahead and delete this so I'm not stuck with this. We'll go back over to the computer. I'll see you there. We're back here to the List Perfectly. The title has a lot more information in it. The description is really good. And you get your keywords, which I think is super important. The keywords really help you to be found not only on the platform you're listing on, but it helps your visibility in Google and other search bot places. Compared to eBay, I mean, if you ask me, there really is no comparison. List Perfectly is the superior AI listing creator on the market right now. The eBay has no ability to create a listing off of your photos. It only does the description after you've already filled everything else in. And it's not that great of a description. You saw that Poshmark does go off of your photos, but the title is very short and succinct and it does not have a lot of information in it. And the description is nowhere to be seen. If you're not using List Perfectly, you are doing yourself and your business a disservice at this point. You can try it for 30% off your first month with code FlippinHippos. See what all the hype is about. It is very much worth the subscription cost. In addition to all of the great features, you also have access to 24 hours, 7 days a week, different classes and groups and tech on the listing parties. You can go talk to people and get an immediate answer if you're having a problem on anything. And you can attend any of the peer-led classes to learn more. I think the listing parties are worth the subscription cost alone, but you also get super cool tools to use, like the listing assistant, the AI, the delist relist button, sharing and sending offers on your behalf on Poshmark. List Perfectly is not just a cross lister. You guys, this is not your mom's cross lister. It does so many other things. Plus, it has peer-led. I call it Reseller University. Give it a try. 30% off your first month. Flippin' Hippos. If you don't like it, you can cancel. There's no contracts. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything you saw in this video, please let me know in the comments. Unless you want to make fun of me for trying to list on Poshmark on the phone. I have not done that since 2018. It's been a very long time. Go be productive, guys. Go make some money. And thank you for watching. I do appreciate you. I will see you in the next one.